Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, just letting you know that this game contains scenes that may not be suitable for those who suffer from epilepsy. Keep this in mind as you watch this video. But enough talk. Now is time for Klax. It is the 90s and there is time for Klax. Though I don't need to introduce this game to you all, surely. After all, it took the world by storm when it was released in arcades in 1990, and no other puzzle game could ever compete. I mean, Nintendo couldn't. They'd been bought by Atari in 1983, and Tetris quietly never got any more sequels. A shame, it could have been something. And as for Sega, they never got their foot off the ground in the first place, and I'm just being informed that we don't live in the parallel dimension where the 83 US video game crash never happened, and thus Atari remained on the top forever to this day. We're in the other universe, where Atari folded in on itself, and Klax wasn't a success. Welcome, folks, one and all, to Let's Play Klax, released in 1992 for the Sega Mega Drive. Developed by Atari Games and published by Tengen in the US and the EU only, it was published by Namco in Japan. This is a puzzle game released as a follow-up to Tetris, and holds the dubious honour of being the last game ever released on the Atari 2600 before it was discontinued in 1992. Did you know that they were still releasing Atari 2600 games in 1992? Well, you know now. So what is Klax all about? Well, it's a game where you make Klaxes. Don't worry, the game's going to explain what a Klax is. Let us start by selecting Game. Also notice that there is no music here. That is because this version of Klax has no music. Do you remember that Tetris had some really catchy tunes that people still remember to this day? Not Klax. Klax relies on its gameplay alone to entice you and keep you gripped. And does it succeed? Please select a wave, and there is the Klax symbol. As we all know, everyone does the Klax. We can start on wave 1, 3 drops per game, no bonus. Wave 6, 4 drops per game, 100,000 points bonus, or Wave 11, 5 drops per game, 200,000 bonus. We're going to start from the beginning, because the game will explain to us what a Klax is. Thank you. How to play. Get 3 in a row, vertically, for 50 points. Or horizontally for 1,000 points. Or diagonally for 5,000 points. Look at all those people cheering in that strange machine that we're going to be playing with. Wave 1, we must get 3 Klaxes. Now we already have a tile here, and there are 5 places that we can put tiles. We can drop them, and we can also hold multiple tiles on this paddle. Our objective is to get 3 Klaxes, and I've no idea what this machine is actually meant to be. It looks like a kind of conveyor belt that's so large that people can spectate in it. And there are cars parked up by it. This is the Klax machine. There is only Klax to be had here. We're going to try and make a diagonal Klax. Also, you can hold the down button so that things move quicker. And we want things to move a bit quicker because this game can be very slow at the beginning. Now, we have a diagonal here, and that means loads of points. I'm not very good at this game, but at least I got past level 1. I get some tinny applause and various bonuses. That's quite a lot of points. Klax Wave 2. You must get 5 Klaxes now. Hint, the paddle can hold up to 5 tiles. Good to know. And we start with a blue one. Now these are coming a little bit faster, and pretty much the only sound that we get is the sound of them approaching. But every single one of these tiles has a different sound, and I will give the game credit for that, because that means that even if you're not looking at the screen, you can tell what is approaching. Now we're going to put this here, just so that we can get 1 Klax. And then we'll put this here, and we'll start making a pile here. Now, we can balance multiple tiles on here, so we can do this, and then that. It takes the tile on the top first, and then works its way down. We're going to have to rely on the fact that we're going to have multiple tiles on there in the future. I'm going to quickly go over here, grab this, and get another diagonal Klax. I really haven't had any practice with this game. It's quite simple in its execution, which is one thing that really works to its benefit. Now, we've just been given lots of yellow tiles here, which means we're done, though we won't be getting many bonus points for having a clear playing field. You see that red thing at the top there of the playing field? That's where you shouldn't go over. A 4-in-a-row Klax counts as 2 Klaxes. Now, we need to make diagonal ones, and the game is helpfully informing us on the drop-o-meter there. Oh, and I let one drop. Don't let them drop. If you let them drop, you lose some leeway. And you don't want to lose leeway. Now, we're developing a diagonal area here, and we want to do this. And then this. This is actually the interesting part of the game, the strategy in placing down all of the blocks. That part works really well. The problem is the game is monstrously slow otherwise. You need that slowness so that you can actually plan your moves, but look at the problems that I'm in already. I only need 3 diagonal Klaxes, but I'm not doing very well in getting those diagonal Klaxes. I'm actually in some bother. What I need is a purple tile, and there is a purple tile, to get me out of trouble. I'm not going to be getting many bonus points here, but that doesn't matter, because we triumphed! That's really not a lot of bonus. But hey, that's cool. You must get 10,000 points this time, otherwise the Klax gods will be displeased and the machine will change its focus to a darker purpose. Those tiles will start crushing city blocks unless you make the Klaxes. And we will, don't worry. Now, I want to put this here. You'll notice that the tiles are starting to come by quite a bit faster now. We need to think very carefully about what we're going to be doing Klax-wise. I want to put this here, that there, which will make me a diagonal, which will definitely help. And I want to put that there, and this here, so that I can make another diagonal, and finish. Ha-ha! Not today, Klax! Is that a giant Klax sign indicating that this is where the Klax machine is on the left? I think that is. You must survive 40 tiles. Drop meter is cleared at warp screen. Well, this is going to be a little bit awkward because of all of those orange tiles there. I need to survive 40, do I? So I need to be very careful in how I place all of these. If I do that, then this, and then that, I can get rid of some of those and make a Klax. Eventually the word Klax is going to lose all meaning to me by the end of this, I'm sure. Now I want to do this, and that, to get rid of more. Be very quick about moving over there. Fortunately, the game lets you move while a Klax is being declared, and that is quite handy. Now I want to put this here, that there, and quickly just put that somewhere where it's a bother now. Where it's a bother. If I do this, and that, oh dear, they're just coming everywhere. We're going to be in some trouble now. We just need to survive a few more tiles. We're not going to survive any more tiles because we failed. But I'm going to try again. It seems like the tile in the middle is random. And that's not so bad because we're being given lots of blue. Maybe the game is being lenient because we failed. Nope, who am I kidding? The game is not being lenient. Here come the different colored tiles to go, hey, we're going to mess up your day. Maybe I shouldn't be as complicated as I was being before. Maybe I should just, make piles of these colored tiles. Or maybe I should take advantage of the fact that I can balance 5 tiles at once. And we'll do this here, like that. Get 50. I don't mind not getting many points, as long as I can actually, get some success. We want to balance those there, don't we? Yes, we do. We want to put this here, and that there. And we can start making a new pile of things. And we want to put this here. And if I put that there, grab that quickly. I thought I could make a diagonal, but I need to be a little bit... a little bit faster. Also, those tiles scream. Why do the tiles scream? Are they alive? They may be alive. We only need to survive 3 more tiles. And we did it! Aha! Second time's the charm, eh? I didn't get many bonus things there at all. But hey, we can select a wave now. Wave 6, Wave 11, or Wave 16. No way. We're going to stick where we're most comfortable. Also, look at my score. All 7s all across the board. Does that mean I'm going to be lucky? Probably not. The stage has changed, though. You must get 10 Klaxes. Make a big X on this wave for Secret Warp. I'm not going to be able to do that. Now, this thing is being held by a giant hand. The hand of the Klax deity. And lo, he said, you shall make Klaxes forever, out of the screaming tiles that I give you. And what if we don't, O Klax Lord? Then there shall be horrified screaming as the tiles fall into oblivion, never to be seen again. You do not want to anger the Klax god. We've been given only a few colours here. Never mind, there's blue, to ruin my day. If we do this, we can start making a... I have no idea what I'm doing. That was not smart. Why did I do that? It's okay, I can recover. Like so. 6 Klaxes to go. There is a different green-coloured tile there, if you'll notice. I think they're going to eventually just start throwing loads of tiles at us of varying hues, and that is where the difficulty is going to come in. Already it's starting to get difficult to actually make a Klax. That one seems to be a wild card. I just decided to put it there because why not? Now we're being given lots of green. That's good, we can put them there and there. And then we can panic because we really don't have, we want to get rid of that there. And then complete the level. Ha ha! The Klax god will be pleased for now. All in all, Klax is a pretty engaging game. But how can you ever compete against a game like Tetris or even Columns? You can't, is the answer. Right, we'll put this here. We're going to hold on to that one. That one has a really weird noise. There we go. That's one diagonal. This is going to get really tricky, what with the sheer amount of different coloured tiles. They are giving us those lovely iridescent ones that glow all the colours. And that's just, I think, going to remain wild forever. We probably also just want to make some normal Klaxes just to make some room. Or what's actually going to happen is that we're eventually going to lose horribly. Because of the fact that I ran out of space and reflexes. It's okay. We can try again. And maybe the game will be more generous this time. Who am I kidding? It won't be. Some music would just make this game a lot more appealing, I think. Starting a bit slower. That's fine. We'll put this here. Maybe we could work on making a giant X. We have completely failed at making a giant X, just so you know. We failed miserably. The problem with this puzzle here is that we are trying to make diagonals. Fair enough. But in trying to make diagonals, we're putting tiles all over the place, which really don't actually do anything. That's going to be a diagonal. And if we put that there, we can start working on a diagonal in that direction. And maybe that direction in the future. We'll use 2 of these to make one there. Now, unfortunately, we need to... oh, well, that one went into oblivion, didn't it? We need to get rid of, and that one went into oblivion too. Let's just do that to get rid of something. We are not doing very well at all, and I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to start panicking because this is going poorly. Oh, this is going poorly. Am I going to fail on this level? Probably, because making 6 diagonals is a lot harder than it seems. There is a complexity in Klax, which makes me sad that the game didn't go anywhere. But it released at the wrong time. If it had released and not had Tetris against it, then maybe it would have done better. But Tetris was an unstoppable behemoth that no one could oppose. Try as Atari might, Atari could not get that success. We want to put that there, we definitely want this, and we want to put that there. Unfortunately, this means that I have ruined the possibility of a diagonal right there. But let's see if I can salvage it. I probably can't salvage it. Nope, this isn't looking good, but I can make a diagonal right here. Aha! And then I can make a diagonal right here. Am I actually going to manage it? Probably not. Now, we don't really have anything that we can do here, but if we do this and that, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, that tile's going to fall into oblivion, but we managed to make another diagonal, and we've made another diagonal. We just need only one more. And you know what? We've got it! Aha! Wave 7 is complete. Not many points. Doesn't matter. Look at that score. You must survive 55 tiles. Set up tiles to cause chain reaction Klaxes. I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh my, you give me far too much credit. What we want to do is we want to hold out until we find... Oh, that might help. That'll definitely help. We'll put that there, that there. And when I said that would help, I of course meant that I would put it in completely the wrong location and ruin my possibilities of victory. Like, seriously, I could have actually done something there, but instead, I failed. But I have 43 more tiles to go! Oh, defeat is going to be swift and brutal. Swift and brutal, everyone. But such is the fickle nature of Klax. Now, I can't do anything with that. I can't do anything with any of this, actually. I'm just delaying the inevitable. There is a multicolored tile. Can that do anything? Not if I put it there. Well, this is unfortunate. We're going to continue, because we have one more credit. Come on, me. I can do this. Now, I want to actually put that there, and this here, and that there. I want to quickly... Ooh, that's going to be handy. 3 tiles, easily gotten rid of. Like so. Now, that can go there, and these 2 can go here. That is not the right shade of red. That, however, is the right shade of purple, because... Look at that! Huge amounts of points there! And we made some much-needed space. Oh my, do we need that space. I'd very much like to at least get to the next level, but that's just a hope. That really is just a hope. We have a diagonal there. We'll have to try and work on another diagonal here. And I think I've got one. Look at that! Actual tactics used! Shock horror! We have not received a dark red tile for quite a while. Well, I say dark red, I actually meant dark green. I'm looking at one part of the screen and hoping for something completely different. There are some dark red tiles! And here come all the tiles. Absolutely all of them. Let's just drop this here, shall we? And then desperately try our best to... Well, this is not going well, is it? We have run out of space. And when we run out of space, we run out of hope. One more attempt, though. We cannot displease the Klax gods. We're going to displease them, aren't we? Oh, yes, we are. Let's put this here, and that there, and this over here. And then we can make one Klax. we need to make a lot more Klaxes, don't we? Yes, we do! I have an empty space there, though. And another one, potentially, if we can just get one of those ochre tiles. I was about to call it orange, but it's more of an ochre colour, isn't it? Let's put this here, that there. I probably want to be making diagonal Klaxes whenever I can, but I seem not to be. This is probably a mistake. But I've only got 38 more tiles to go. Maybe I can actually do this. I probably cannot do this. Carefully does it, Kiko. You can please the Klax gods with your Klax abilities. Who are we kidding? The god is going to smite thee with his Klax powers. We could potentially make a one there. Okay. Don't panic. Why did I put that there? It's time to panic. We have totally messed this up. I could have salvaged this. Maybe I still can. Nope, can't salvage that. Can't make a Klax there. Can't do anything there. We are out of credits. Congratulations. You have made the Klax Hall of Fame. Enter your initials. Oh, we shall. This is not a very smooth thing for entering your initials, but we will enter them. K-I and K. Am I going to be at the very top because I'm the only person that's actually played on this? I don't want to clear the score. We want to keep our score here. I am right there at number 1. Aha! And people said I couldn't play Klax. Actually, nobody said I couldn't play Klax because nobody remembers Klax. Because Klax happened, and it was there in the arcade, and then it disappeared. There were other home console versions. I'm pretty sure there was one for the Game Boy and one for the Super Nintendo. And I wouldn't be surprised to hear that there was one on the Atari Jaguar, considering the fact that that was the Atari system. The final proper Atari system. The final desperate attempts for Atari to cling on to what they once had. They once had the entire video game market in the US. And, well, the story of the collapse of Atari is one that could be a video all on its own. But there are many other people who've gone into greater detail than I ever could. Suffice to say, Klax is a remnant of what Atari was and what they desperately tried to reclaim. They thought, we can make something that's just as good as Tetris, and while Klax does have its merits and certainly does challenge you in a puzzle way that no other puzzle game from the time could, it just doesn't have the Tetris effect, as it were. It just doesn't have it. And that's why nobody talks about Klax anymore. And I'm Kikoskia, and that was Let's Play Klax for the Mega Drive. When we come back, folks, who knows? I'll tell you one thing, though. It's not going to have Klax in it, that's for sure. Or will it? No, it's really not going to have Klax in it. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. It was the 90s, but there is no more time for Klax. For the 90s are gone, and Klax remained with them.